Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to Penny's Reading Nook. I'm here in the Patch office at Spencer, West Virginia, and you guessed it, I have a book for you. And you know what? It's snowing inside here. Don't know if it's snowing outside, but inside it's snowing. Got you there. That's the title of our book that we're going to read today. It's called It's Snowing. This book was written and illustrated by Gail Gibbons. All right. Looks like it might be really cold out that window. I'm not a real big fan of that, to be honest with you. All right, let's get started. Small, soft flakes fall quietly from above. It's snowing. It is cold and winter clouds fill the sky. Clouds form when water evaporates from rivers, lakes, and oceans, and then rises and cools. Clouds are made up of billions and billions of droplets of water floating in the air. And right here it says evaporate means a liquid changes into misty droplets. And they're bigger than all the pictures here. I want to read this one right here for you. It says droplets are drawn larger than actual size. Real droplets are much, much smaller, but we wouldn't be able to see them. You don't see them evaporate, so they wanted to make sure you get the idea of what's happening in this book, okay? As the air gets colder, the droplets of water freeze. Several frozen droplets join together to form an ice crystal. Ice crystals come in many shapes and designs. As ice crystals form, they may look like needles, columns, flat plates, and many other shapes and designs. So you can see as the crystals there are forming, I wonder what's going to happen if they all form together. Ice crystals of all shapes and sizes float into one another and join together to create a snowflake. Soon, more and more ice crystals attach themselves, making the snowflake larger. Snowflakes form when cloud temperatures are below freezing, 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. When snowflakes get large and heavy enough, they fall from the clouds, and it's snowing. So right here it says some different snowflakes. Scientists believe that no two snowflakes look exactly alike. Each one appears to be different in design, shape, and size from all other snowflakes. Snowflakes almost always have 6 sides or 6 points. Snow most often falls in places where winters are cold, but it can snow in places where winters are usually warm. And if you see right here, she's got this little white square and it says where it snows. And this is kind of like the key to the map to show you. So if you look at this map, look, Alaska, Canada, United States, all of that up through there can see the snow. And then you got a little bit of California that may or may not see it. And then there's a little bit right there that dips down into Mexico that may see some snow. It's kind of interesting when you think about it, isn't it? In Helsinki, Finland is the snowiest city in Europe. It has an average of 101 days of snow per year. Can you imagine if it snowed 101 days? Oh, I'd be so depressed. Oh, it'd be awful. In Asia, it can be bitterly cold and snowy in the Gobi Desert. Africa. In Tanzania, there is always snow or ice on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, which is within sight of the equator. Australia. There is skiing in the snowy mountains of Australia. South America. In Chile, it snows atop one of the country's most active volcanoes, Villarrica. Very interesting, isn't it? And Antarctica. Less snow falls on Antarctica than on any other continent. You would think Antarctica would have a lot more snow, wouldn't you? It's so cold. And then right here, this is kind of an interesting thing to look at. Let's see. The equator is an imaginary line around the middle of the Earth, equally distanced from the North Pole and the South Pole. And you can see it right there. And it's an imaginary line. It's not there for real. And then we have North America, South America. We have our Pacific Ocean, our Atlantic Ocean. Down here we have Antarctica. We have Africa, Europe, Asia, the Indian Ocean, and then over here we have Australia. It's a very interesting Earth when we look at it, isn't it? Then snow falls to the ground in different ways. Well, let's find out what different ways we get. We say that it's snowing when there is a steady snowfall. Snow flurries. There are snow flurries when it snows lightly and for short periods of time. Snow flurries can start and stop and then start and stop again and again and again. Sleet. It is sleeting when snowflakes partially melt as they fall and then freeze again before they hit the ground. Sleet can be dangerous. It can be slippery outside. Snowstorm. There is a snowstorm when a lot of snow falls. It may be windy and it can snow for hours. It can even snow for days. Snow covers the ground. Blizzard. A blizzard happens when lots and lots of snow falls. The wind is howling, the snow is drifting, and there can be whiteouts. Blizzards can be dangerous. When falling snow and snow on the ground are blown by strong winds, snowdrifts are formed. Snowdrifts are large piles of snow that form along roads, up against buildings, and in many other places. A whiteout occurs when there is a heavy snowfall with strong winds, making it very hard to see. Oh, then we have something all boys and girls like, a snow day. Meteorologists often warn about dangerous conditions when a snowstorm or blizzard is approaching. People are told to stay at home. Schools and businesses may close. Meteorologists, they are scientists who study the weather. And then here we were talking about how the meteorologist will tell us, what's the weather going to do. Well, some things that you might hear them talk about would be a winter storm watch, a winter storm warning, and then maybe a blizzard warning. We don't hear a lot about those, but let's read each one, okay? A winter storm watch means that a storm may be coming to your area in 12 to 36 hours. How severe the storm may be is uncertain. If you have a winter storm warning, that means that your area can receive heavy snow within the next 24 hours. And then here, like I said, one we don't hear a lot about, it's called a blizzard warning. It means that heavy snow, strong winds, and whiteout conditions are coming. Snow drifts can be high and the temperature will be low. After big storms, there is a lot of work to be done. Snow plows push snow off of the roads and highways, walkways are shoveled, and people bundle up to stay warm and dry when they go outside. And kids build snowmen and snow forts. Sometimes on busy city streets, machines called payloaders lift snow and drop it into dump trucks that haul the snow away. The weight of snow or ice can bring down tree limbs and power lines and can cause other damage. Cleanup crews get right to work. So for that part right through there, I don't think snow's that much fun. Swish! Some people go skiing and snowboarding, sleds, and toboggans slide down hillsides. Now let's talk about that word for just a minute before I go on. Toboggan. Most kids, when you hear the word toboggan, you think about what? The toboggan you wear on your head, right? Right. Well, A toboggan is it's a type of a sled. So if you hear somebody saying they used their toboggan to go sleigh riding, it was a type of a sled. They were not sleigh riding down on your head. Although sometimes you might fall off your sled and go do and use your toboggan. But just wanted to clear that up, okay? Just in case you didn't know. Some people make snow angels. Others take long walks in the quiet countryside. It is beautiful and peaceful all around. Snowshoes help you walk on the surface of deep snow. And you can see that they just they snap on or hook onto your boots that you're wearing. And the design of the snowshoes helps you to, keeps you on the top. Doesn't let you sink down in like it would be if you just had your snow boots on. Snow can be helpful in many ways. It acts like a huge blanket that protects plants and wildlife. As the snow melts, water trickles into the rivers and streams. It also seeps into the ground where plants will grow when warmer weather returns. Look all around you. The snow is beautiful. Let's go back to this picture here, and you can see that the animals, it looks like a picture of snakes. I can do without that. Over here, but you can tell the animals have burrowed. They've made their homes underground, and they filled in the spots. And that when the snow falls down, it just kind of acts like a giant blanket. It keeps them nice and warm underground. You wouldn't think it would, but it's actually warmer under that ground than what it is up here in the air that we would be around. Okay? And then we've got some little helpful hints here. It says how to stay warm outside. You want layers of lightweight clothing. You can see they have scarves and coats and gloves and jackets and mittens and earmuffs. Got all kinds of good things to keep themselves warm, huh? Then right here we have be prepared if a snowstorm is coming. And they give a couple of checklists of stuff that we should try to keep on hand. We should have fresh water, spare batteries, a first aid kit, non-perishable foods, a flashlight, a battery-powered radio, shovels. Right here, make sure you are in a safe place with an adult, bring your pets inside, and listen to weather forecasters to be on the alert. And then you remember where they was talking earlier in the book, how they said that the scientists believe that no two snowflakes look alike? Well, something that you can do outside the next time it snows, if it's all right with your family, take a piece of dark colored paper and go outside with a magnifying glass. Let some of the snow fall down on your black paper. You got to hold it out flat, and then you get your magnifying glass and you can look very carefully and you can see the different snowflake patterns. I think snowflakes, their patterns, the way they look are very intricate. They're very beautiful, I think. But I still don't care for them. Okay? And then here it just gave some hints. It says snow, snow, and more snow. Ooh. I'll read maybe one or two of them, okay? Right here. The biggest snowfall in one day happened in Silver Lake, Colorado. On April 14th, 1921, the snow was 6 feet 4 inches deep. And it also shows that's 1.9 meters. So if someone in your family has a tape measure, have them get out your tape measure and measure out 6 feet 4 inches and see how much snow that is. Whew, you wouldn't be able to see me. I'd be completely covered up. Hello, where did Penny go? And then one last one I'll read right here. This is talking about a rainstorm. A rainstorm may result in 1 inch of rain, and it says 2.5 centimeters. If it had snowed instead, there would have been about 10 inches of snow. So think about that. Just 1 inch of rain would equal up to 10 inches of snow. Whew, that's something to think about, isn't it? All right, I hope you liked that book, and I hope you learned some interesting things about snowflakes. And I did. I thought it was kind of neat. So I've made some snowflake activities. And right here I happen to have my box, and my box has got snowflakes on it. Well, inside my bowl or box, when I take my lid off, you will see inside I have popsicle sticks that I have painted in different colors. I have some skinny popsicle sticks that are long, and then I have some that are short. Now I meant to paint some of the jumbo sticks, your great big ones, and I didn't get that done yet. All right, but you get the idea. If you have some craft sticks or popsicle sticks laying around your house, ask your family if you can get some paint, and you guys can paint them. So we get them all painted, and once you do that, you can design your own snowflakes. And we've remembered in the book how the scientists said they believe that most snowflakes have 6 sides or 6 points to them. So let me see here. I'm going to try to create a snowflake. There's 1. Let's go with the white one there. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to make my snowflake silly. 5, 6. There's my snowflake. Kind of funny, isn't it? It's got my 6 sides there. But the possibilities are endless. You take the popsicle sticks and you can make your snowflakes look however you want them to. It doesn't matter. Be creative, okay? And that's something that you can do with just a set of simple craft sticks or popsicle sticks and some paint. Now, if you want, you can have someone in your family get on the internet and Google snowflake patterns. And when I did that, it popped up a couple of different cards or pictures that you could print off, pictures of snowflakes. And you could print them off, and if you like, you pick one, and then using your popsicle sticks or your craft sticks, you try to create a snowflake that looks like the picture on the card. That would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Some of them are very detailed. Ooh, oh, look at that one. That would be an interesting one to complete with craft sticks, wouldn't it? So, just have fun. Like I said, you can Google snowflake pictures and print them off of the internet, or you can just use your own creations. Use your mind and be creative, okay? And that was just a simple activity with popsicle sticks and paint. All right? Well, I have one more activity that we can do that kind of goes along with the snow, and it's something that we see in the winter months, and it is icicles. And if you look right here, I had a piece of bulletin board border, and I made some icicles from aluminum foil. You see that? Kind of looks neat, huh? Kind of unwind them a little bit. Well, again, this is something that you can do at your house, and I will show you how, okay? Let's put our icicles right there. And you'll see the icicles forming like on the roofs, like outside your window, on the gutters where the water's falling down and it's cold, and the drips start to freeze, and that forms our icicles, okay? One thing I always liked to do was I always liked to walk around and look at the different icicles. And if you can safely do it without being in any harm's way, I used to like to measure the icicles and see if we could get if an icicle would go from the gutters all the way down to the ground. I think I've seen that maybe once or twice. I was able to see one do that. So it's kind of an interesting thing to see. So to make your icicles at your house, you'll need a piece of paper, and I've just got a piece of blue construction paper here. And then we're going to need some aluminum foil. So ask your family if you can have a piece of aluminum foil. All right, so you're going to take your blue paper. We're going to fold our blue paper in half, and then we're going to cut it, okay? And remember, thumb up, fingers down. Thumb goes in the little hole of your scissors, and your fingers go in the big hole. So once you get your pieces of blue paper, You can tape them or glue them together. We're making a gutter. We're making something that's hanging outside our window for our icicles to hold on to. Okay? So, now then, we turn it over, and there we've got our spot for our icicles. Now here's the fun part. You're going to take your aluminum foil, and you're just going to tear it at random to make icicles. Start at the top. Is your icicle going to be skinny? Is your icicle going to be fat? How will your icicle... Whoa! About tore my icicle right off there, didn't I? And then when you get it where you want it, you take it, and look, I just made an icicle from aluminum foil. I've got my gutter in the wrong spot. I had to turn it back over. So then once you make your icicle, you're going to take it onto the back of your paper. And again, you can use tape or glue. This morning I'm using tape. All right, we'll do one more. Back with your aluminum foil, tear it, and make it go however you want. Get creative. Is it going to be a long snowflake or snowflake? I must be thinking of snow, huh? Or is it going to be a short one? Let's see. Can I make this one go a little longer? Maybe. Aha! Made that one go all the way without it breaking off. And we're going to take it, and then we will tape it to the back of our paper. And then, when we're finished, you can go all the way across your paper, and then when you're finished, you can turn them over, and you will have icicles hanging down. And you can take them and maybe hang them on the inside of your window, or you can hang them up in your room, wherever you'd like to hang them up, and give you a little bit of winter decoration inside. Well, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed these activities and stories, and I hope you try some of this stuff at home. So stay safe, stay warm, and have lots of fun. And I will see you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye. Mwah.